You want to look, Campbell was brought into Alabama as an edge rusher. If you want to, if you're still struggling at edge rusher and you want to get some snaps, they'll have no problem putting three linebackers on the field. That's no problem at all. I just think at this point, I love Nakobe Dean. He's not Jahad Campbell. And he's not Zach Bond. And, this is the good thing about having a good defense. A guy might be good, but if you get hurt and someone takes your job, if they just go, Nakobe Dean started last year, he's getting his job back, and Jahad Campbell's not getting snaps, that'd be fucking asinine. Because I'm sorry, Campbell's better than Dean already. But hey, if you want to utilize them, if Dean's healthy and you can put all three of them on the field, fuck yeah. They will get creative because they know actual legit edge rusher is their weakness. They are going to get creative with those fronts to create pressure. So if that means, much like we saw throughout the game against Dallas, we saw those 6-man fronts that we talked about. We saw those 5-man fronts that we talked about. It's easier to throw 4 defensive tackles in there when you have Jalen Carter. But if you get Nakobe Dean back and maybe Ojomo's hurt, or maybe the defensive tackles aren't really doing the job that day, you might see Campbell come off and play the edge and having Dean being your off-ball guy. Yeah. We can do it, Dory. Bad. Flat-footed. I know you sent me Honest NFL's chart, and even throughout watching live, it's going to be no shock when you see these charts. It's a lot of cover 4. That's what the Eagles are going to play. A lot of cover 4, a lot of cover 8, shit that we went over there. And it's a lot of match zone. Go back in the archive. That's right. With visuals. So it's no surprise. And no, guess what? It's not even burnt toast. Because they play zone. You're not even in a lot of one-on-one man situations. He's just flat-footed. And guess what? I know we hate the Cowboys. But if you listen to the preview, I said they're going to move the fucking ball and they are going to put up points. Dak, I know we hate Dak. I know he looks like a little weasel dick. He's a good fucking quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league. All hatred and dumb ESPN rhetoric bullshit aside, Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback in the league. And he has George Pickens and he has CeeDee Lamb. I'm not shocked. I am not shocked. Not shocked. You give a veteran quarterback with 2 good wide receivers, and there's a weakness at cornerback, they're going to attack it. Dallas ran a lot of routes right at him. The big thing with the Dory Jackson was that he was flat-footed and late in reacting. And there was a couple plays where, he gives up you're in zone. You're in, and people need to watch this because people keep going burnt toast. and oh, he can't cover. Like, your zone is a responsibility. It's an area of coverage that you're responsible for. You're not. There are times Q's not going shadow. In this game proved it. They play sides. It's what they did last year. It's what Fangio does, and it's what they did last year. They play sides. Q's going to play the right side or the left side. They'll mix it occasionally throughout the game, but you are not going to. Let me take a step back. When you play zone, and you're as zone heavy as the Eagles are, there is almost no point in having your corner shadow another receiver. CeeDee Lamb plays 70% in the slot. Your Q is your lockdown outside corner. And we've talked about this for 2 or 3 years now too. Slot corner and outside corner are two entirely different skill sets. Entirely different. They are two different positions. Your slot corner is not your third corner. Your slot corner is your slot corner. Your outside corner is your outside corner. They're not going to put Q in the slot. And when you are as heavy zone, heavy cover 4, heavy cover 6, heavy cover 8, no, they don't even do it in Madden anymore. But like you don't follow. Like when you are this zone heavy and you are a match zone concept team, you don't shadow other receivers. It's not something they're going to do. They'll mix it in to throw the offense off balance, but you're not going to see, like when they play Detroit, you're not going to see Quinyon Mitchell follow Amon-Ra St. Brown around. When they play the Rams, you are not going to see Quinyon Mitchell follow Puka Nacua around. If Puka's in the slot, it's going to be Cooper DeJean. Or if it's like a tight bunch formation, you might kind of see Cooper and Q staggered, or Cooper and Adoree staggered, or with a linebacker staggered, and they'll do their little mix and match once the snap starts and the rep starts to develop. But they're not a shadow team. And you don't do that when you play fucking cover 4 80% of the time like the Eagles do. The big problem and what you want, and why I think Ja'Cory, like I think this whole we're pissed at Adoree Jackson. Oh, the secondary looked bad. Honestly, I think we're overreacting, because for the couple snap, Adoree Jackson had to get off the field and went for like concussion protocol. Yes, Bennett got beat with a pass interference call, but just that match, and okay, that's where I can get the burnt toast comments, because they do that. Hey, you're on an island, and you do have to kind of match and trail the receiver. Ja'Cory Bennett is better suited for that. But my big problem with Adoree Jackson was, even when they were in cover 4, he was playing a little too far off, and he was very flat-footed and like late to react. And to me, that was the big thing. So I think ultimately, don't necessarily look at what this defense is until like week 6, week 7. Like, you have a new safety, you have a new corner. They want Ja'Cory Bennett to get up to speed, and I think when he gets up to speed, he's gonna slowly over the next couple weeks really start taking some more snaps, and you're gonna see more fluidity. And guess what? There's still going to be times where these wide receivers in the league are going to make plays. There are some times where I don't care how good the coverage is. Well, we can get it when we talk about Quinyon Mitchell and CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee's probably the biggest drop that CeeDee Lamb had. Quinyon's coverage was great, but it was an amazing throw, and luckily CeeDee Lamb dropped the ball. Like, so sometimes a good throw will beat good coverage. But, yeah, my big takeaway with the Dory Jackson is I don't think he's comfortable with the match zone responsibilities, and he is a little too slow in reacting. And then, dog, I sorry, Eric, but I hate when corners give up a catch and then they just try to rip the ball out. And I know the third effort he almost did. Yes, I said it when they showed the replay when we were watching it together. I'm like, dog, I hate this. Make the fucking tackle, bro. 2 punches. On Cavante. Dude, it's Cavante Turpin. All you have to do is drop down and fucking, you're taking his legs out. I like Cavante Turpin, but come on. It's not CeeDee Lamb where you're like, I don't know if I can tackle this guy. Like, you're right in front of him. He is right in front of you. Drop down and take him out. That's all you have to do. It's a 5-yard gain then. He's sitting there punching the ball, and he almost got it on like the 4th attempt. But like, dog, you let him get 7 more yards, and you didn't punch the ball out. Like, and that's the shit where it's like, okay, I get you're going to give up a pass here or there. You're playing 10 yards off, and they throw a 5-yard route. Okay, guess what? You're going to give that completion up. But make the fucking tackle, bro. Make the tackle. 5'10". Yeah, dog, and he's in front of you, and it's not like, yes, he had Cavante Turpin, fucking quick as shit. I would love him here. 5'9". I would love him here, but guess what? All you gotta do is whoop, drop down, he's tackled. You're not Charles Tillman, bro. You're not punching that ball out. That's why. We don't want Giants trash on this team. BJ Ojolari, healthy scratch. Giant trash. Nah, but it is Bennett's job. Just for now, everybody get used to it. Can Adoree Jackson improve his play? Yes. He was slow. I think he was nervous. And I also think I think this scheme might be a little I'm not saying he's a dumb player, but this is a scheme it's a lot. It's a lot. It requires you. I know, I'm just repeating what we said in the breakdown, but it requires you to know, well, this is what my safety's doing. This is what the linebacker's doing. It's a lot of predicting the route that the receiver's going to run, making sure the back end guys are kind of seeing the same thing, knowing what this team likes to run in certain situations. And he could just kind of look like he wasn't sure. So, okay, let me play a little more back, and I'll react after the catch gets made. And that's not good.